Welcome back to another wild camping video in the Peak District, and we're going on to Kinder Scout again. This time we're going on to the northwest side, to photograph the boxing gloves. And I think the main picture that we're going to get is at sunset. Then we're going to try and find a composition at sunrise too. But the main one is tonight. We've got about 45 minutes left to get there and about an hour and a half until sunset. So we've got enough time to get the shot, get the tent set up, and then hopefully get a good night's sleep. Look at all of this heather coming out early. Looks absolutely beautiful. I've somehow managed to pack everything into this 35-litre backpack as well. So that's all my hiking stuff, all my camera stuff, my food, my water, the tent, sleeping bag, mat, literally everything. 35-litre bag. So when we get to the top, I'll show you what I've got with me and like how I've organised it, because I think it might be useful to some people. We're just now approaching William Clough. Once we get up here, we do a right when we get to Mill Hill, which is one of the Ethels. If you don't know what the Ethels are, it's a selection of 95 hills that are in the Peak District. And on my website, I've got a full interactive map with routes to all of them and a full gallery as well. So if you want to check them out, feel free. There's 95 hiking routes on there for you to look at. Actually, there's more than that because I've got like my top 7 big hikes and top 7 little hikes and stuff like that. Sunrises, sunsets. Basically a full selection of all kind of hikes that you can think of. We're just approaching the top of the Clough now, and it's hard work. I didn't expect it to be so steep getting up here. But you can see Kinder Reservoir down there, and then you've got Sandy Hayes rocks, which we could have gone just straight up vertical onto the rocks and then over the top, but we've gone this way to follow the footpath, and then it loops around the back on a footpath on the Kinder Plateau, because if we went straight over the top, you just got to work your way through bog and uneven tufts, which I don't really want to be doing because it's a potential ankle breaker. Anyway, we're going to get up here, turn a right onto the plateau, and then hopefully we'll get there in time, because judging by where the light is now, I don't know if I've slightly mistimed it. We've got a little bit of a problem, and it's that there's a huge bank of cloud on the horizon, which if it doesn't go away, it means you're not going to get the light on the sunset. Now, it is a bit of a pain that that's there, but potentially once the sun drops, it could light them up like an orangey red colour, which would look nice. It just means I'm not going to get the light on the boxing gloves, which is what I wanted. Now I'll get a second chance in the morning where the sun rises on the opposite side, but then it's a different part of the rock which is lit up. So it's my first time photographing here anyway, so I'm not like 100% on getting a portfolio shot, because it usually takes me a couple of visits to really refine a composition and then get the right lighting for it. Sometimes it does work out first time, but more often than not, it takes a couple of attempts. Well, we've got to the boxing gloves, and I was right about the bank of cloud. We are definitely not going to get a sunset. However, these clouds are lighting up pretty nice. So I'm going to get my tripod out, I'm going to line up a shot, and I might as well just take the shot anyway. I don't think we're going to get a decent image because the lighting's not fantastic, but if those clouds do go red, then it will make a good picture. Until then, I guess we're going to have to wait for the sunrise, but The sunrise isn't going to be great either, I don't think, because it's going to be behind the rocks. So I could get a nice silhouette of them, maybe. It's not really my style of shot though. I'm going to show you how I fit all my camera kit and wild camping kit into this 35 litre Low Pro Photo Sport. Where is it? Low Pro Photo Sport all weather bag. So in the back, this is the entrance to the camera equipment. So you can get this Pro box, and if you open that up, that's got my Nikon Z6. This is the Osmo Pocket 3 case, and then this is my filters, spare batteries, lens cloths, all that sort of stuff, spare SD cards. First thing you can see there is, that's my mat. So, if we close this up, we go around to the other side. If you're wondering where my tent is, there's a huge zip pocket down here. Let's just take my water out. And if I open this up, I'm not going to do it while I'm not setting it up, but my tent is stuffed into there. And it's the OEX Fox 2. Then, so I had my water in this side pocket. I had my tripod in here, up there. That's just a drink for the morning. Some snacks, and I had my little tripod in the front there as well. I have my jacket on the drawstrings, and then the rest is inside the top. So if I open this, in that zip there, I think I've got a power bank, or I've got like a £20 note, just like emergency. I have some gas for Josh's burner. I have my sleeping bag and my mat, and then in there I've got some socks and some boxes down the side, and down this side I've got my tent pegs, and that's pretty much everything I need. Because it's only a quick hiking, camping trip, I'm wearing all the same clothes tomorrow. I'm just changing my underwear. I've not got any waterproofs with me, and that's pretty much all I need because it's a nice warm summer's evening. So I'm going to set the tent up now, and then I'll be back in 5 minutes. That's lovely, that. So once yours is up, and I can put my sheet on. What's this, a Fox 2? Yeah. Like, you can't win though, can you? That's why I thought if you go lengthways, because you've got a lot more flat space there, and I'll have a bit more flat space here. That's all I was thinking. We're pretty much set up now, but half of my tent's floating. Josh's tent was the wrong way around, so he's had to redo it. I don't think it's going to be a comfy night's sleep. The ground isn't flat at all. Spin you around and show you the view that we've got. Just over the top there, you can see the lights from Manchester. Quite nice actually. And then you've got Fairbrook Naze over there. We've got a 94% moon, I think that is, or 95%. So it's not quite full, but it's nearly there, which means it's going to be bright tonight. I'm probably not going to get much sleep. And the sun is going to come up somewhere there. So we will actually get some side light on the boxing gloves, assuming that there's no clouds in the way. 90p for squares. A lot of water. Have you not got so much for a sunrise. I don't think there's even any point filming this, to be honest, because you can't see anything. You've just got to kind of take it with a pinch of salt and understand that sometimes you're just going to get caught out in bad conditions. If it starts raining, I'm screwed, because this is all I've got, the only layers that I've got with me. While the conditions are like this, and there's nothing in the background that can distract my eye, it's actually a really good opportunity to focus on the foreground, because I have no other distractions, and that's the only thing that's going to help me make the image work. I think that's actually quite beneficial. It's about 3 hours after I've shot that last video. Nothing's changed. It's a proper pea super this morning. So we're just going to pack up. Well, we've already packed up, and we're going to head back. There's pretty much no chance of the sun breaking through. Yeah, been interesting, but this is the reality of wild camping and landscape photography. You don't always get the conditions you want, and who knows, the sun might come through on them.